Do you want to add 20 or more private pay home care clients to your home care agency before the end of 2026 or within the next 3 to 6 months if you're watching after 2026? That might sound like a big number, but if you break it down, that's only around 5 or 6 clients per month, depending on when you're watching it. I'm making this in September, so September, October, November, December, so that's around 4 months, so that's 5 clients per month to get 20 more clients before 2026 starts. That might sound like a big number, but with the right strategy, it's completely achievable even if you're starting with 0 clients right now. In this video, I'm going to give you my proven 3-pillar system that's going to help you get 20 or more private pay clients before the end of 2026 or in the next 3 to 6 months. So let's get right into it. Hello, my name is Aaron, your go-to marketer. I talk about how to get home care clients online and offline as well. I'm mainly a digital marketer for home care agencies. I do Google ads and Facebook ads, but I mainly focus on Google ads, and I've helped clients all over the US, the UK, and Canada get private pay clients, or even home care clients that maybe need Medicare or Medicaid. I can also help with that as well if you can take those type of clients. Be sure to hit a like and subscribe in this video. Everything subscribe really helps. And comment below, how many more clients do you want to get before the end of 2026? Or if you're watching after 2026, how many clients do you want to get in the next 3 months? Put it down now and stay committed to it. And I'm confident that this 3-pillar system that I'm going to tell you is going to really be a big boost into helping you get those 20 plus private pay home care clients. Now, before I reveal my 3-pillar system, let me share something very important. Most agencies think they need to do everything above the moon to get clients. They need to be everywhere, do a little networking here and there, a bit of online marketing here and there, some cold calling, and then they're doing all this stuff, stressing out, wondering, why is this not working for me? Why am I not getting the clients? So the truth is, you're better off focusing on a few things and doing them very well than doing 15 things very poorly. That's why I named this the 3-pillar system, because these are the 3 core things that if you focus on these things, they're going to help you get private pay clients not only more reliably, but also the fastest as well, compared to doing all 15 different things all at once. So the first pillar I'm going to talk about is setting up your digital footprint and setting up digital marketing that actually works. So the fastest way to get some calls coming in, so some leads for private pay home care, is by setting up a high converting Google Ads campaign. I've helped agencies in the US, UK, Canada go from 0 clients to their first client, to their first 5, 10, 15 plus clients using this exact approach. So here's why Google Ads is so powerful if you're not really too familiar with Google Ads for the most part. So pretty much with Google Ads, someone is literally typing in what they need and what they're searching for. So for example, if you're looking for a dentist, you're going to type in dentist near me. People who are looking for home care are going to be typing in home care near me, or private home care services, or caregivers near me, terms just like that. So when they're searching these types of terms, you know that they need a home care services or they need caregivers specifically to help them out around the home and things like that. So you know that they're looking for services sooner rather than later. And with Google Ads, if you set up correctly, you can start appearing for those searches within the next 24 hours, start getting clicks within the 24 hours, and hopefully start getting calls within the first week or 2 of setting up Google Ads. But the thing is, most agencies set up Google Ads completely the wrong way. They either just let Google automation handle everything, which is not the way to do it when you're setting up private pay campaigns. They set up what's called a smart campaign, which is the same thing, and they either don't end up getting any calls, or if they do get calls, it's people who are looking for Medicare or Medicaid services, which some of them they can't take. And also a lot of what I hear is job seekers, caregivers looking for work because they haven't set up their campaign in the right way. I have many videos that discuss how to set up your Google Ads account specifically to attract private pay home care clients, but a quick tip is to set up your targeting correctly, and that's by targeting the keywords like private home care services and specific services as well, like 24-hour home care, respite care, living care, senior companion care. So terms like this are very more specific and are more likely to be searched by people who have that specific need. And if you can show up for that and your website shows that you can handle those specific needs, then people are more likely to click and call your agency. So if you want to be aggressive and get 20 clients within the next 3-4 months, then we need to have a higher ad spend. So usually I say the minimum ad spend you need is at least $1,000 a month. But if we want to be aggressive, we want to be higher than that. So we want to be in the $2,000, $2,500, maybe even $3,000 per month. But usually if you're fine with doing a little bit slower, an ideal budget is anywhere with $1,000 or $1,500 to be super safe and super optimal. But if you want to be aggressive, you want to go up to the $2,000, $3,000 a month in order to get those clients. So that might sound like a lot per month, but remember that one private pay client, the average lifetime value, according to studies, which I'll have on screen right now, the average lifetime value of a client is around $15,000 or more. $15,000. That can pay for several months of marketing with just one private pay client. And then with your budget, hopefully if you set up correctly, you're hopefully going to get 2, 3, 4, 5 of those clients per month, etc., depending on your budget. And if you set up the Google Ads correctly, or you had someone like me set up the Google Ads correctly, more on that later. Also, if you don't want to just do Google Ads and you want to spread your wings a little bit more, you can also implement Facebook ads as well. While a little bit trickier, you can still target adult children who are thinking about getting care for their loved ones, but they haven't actually begun their search yet. You can get them before they start searching, and then overall it might be a longer cycle before they become a client, but it's another way you can get those private pay clients for the most part. So quick tips with Facebook ads, I have a video describing how to do that as well, but you want to use real photos of your team and try to avoid using stock photos. And also speak directly to their emotional concerns. If you say something like, if you're worried about your mom's safety at home, our caregivers help your local families keep their loved ones safe and independent in the comfort of home. So with the right digital strategy, you can realistically generate anywhere between 8 to 15 to 20 leads per month, again, depending on how well you set it up and your ad budget, of course. And if you can close 50% of those leads, that's 3, 4, 5 plus clients per month that you can get for your agency. So one quick thing with Facebook ads, so I find that if you're exclusively looking for private pay home care clients, Google Ads is the best for that. However, if you're looking for private pay and you can accept some insurances like Medicare, Medicaid, or maybe some other state insurances, then Facebook ads can be a really good approach to get the leads on the cheaper side of things, but a lot of them may need to use insurance. But with Google Ads, leads are going to be more expensive. However, you're more likely to be wanting to do private pay for the most part. So that's the first pillar. The second pillar is for you to like and subscribe to this video, because every subscribe helps and will help you get more private pay clients. Pillar number 2 is actually setting up referral partnerships that actually pay off and can actually help you get clients. So while digital marketing is good for not only bringing in immediate leads, but bringing in leads, that you're not actively getting, you still want to actively pursue doing boots and ground local marketing. And that is by building referral partnerships that can help you create another avenue of getting clients over time. So the key is you need to approach this differently than what all the other home care agencies in your area are doing. Most agencies, and I've heard this from all the consultation calls that I've taken, what they do is they just show up, introduce themselves, say we can handle this, that, these, and those, leave a brochure, and then they hope that they call back saying, hey, we have a client for you. So unfortunately, that does not work anymore, because every agency is doing that, and that offers no value to the referral partnership you're trying to build. Why should they send you a client if you've only just said who you are and what you do, like the other 5 agencies? How do they know that you're any good? Why would they trust you from that first meeting? So instead, what you want to do is provide value before asking for anything in return. So I'm going to get into some examples of that, but here are some top referral sources that you should focus on. So a big one is assisted living facilities are a gold mine for private pay referrals. This is because they may not be able to handle the current client and need to send them home for whatever reason, and then you could be the home care agency that gives them a caregiver when they are sent home. However, you don't want to just ask for the referral, of course. You need to offer to help them. You can do it in a couple different ways. You can offer backup care for residents who need the temporary support. You can offer to have events, run educational workshops and seminars at that assisted living facility. They don't even have to be educational. They could be fun bingo nights or arts and crafts night that you can host for that assisted living facility, because what you're doing is you're helping that assisted living facility out, And in return, they're going to want to help you out as well. And they'll also know that you're competent when it comes to running your home care agency. They can see that you're the expert in the field, that you know what they're doing, and you're helping them out. So they can feel safe when they refer you a client, knowing that their reputation is not going to be tarnished as well, that you're going to do a bad job, etc., etc. Another good source to get private pay clients is discharge planners at hospitals. So after somebody has gone through maybe an injury or an illness, they need to go back home. The discharge planners at hospitals can be a great source of those referral sources. But instead of just saying, refer us clients, please, you want to ask what kind of challenges are they facing. Maybe they're looking for a particular type of agency to discharge their patients to, like the agencies that can start within 24 hours or agencies that can handle complex situations or complex people, etc., etc. Again, you can have educational workshops and seminars for those discharge planners. Anything that can give you a leg up compared to what other people are doing and also providing value to those people as well. In other words, position yourself as a solution to their problems and pretty much any referral sources problems as well. You can also work with elder law attorneys who work with families, and if they have an elder law attorney that they can most likely afford the services that you're offering. You can provide care assessments to their clients, or again, educational seminars about aging in their own home, how to stay safe around the house, etc., etc. You can also target geriatric care managers. They often need reliable agencies for their care plans, and you can build relationships by being responsive and providing quality updates or even shared clients. And senior living communities often have waiting lists of people who are not quite ready to move in. And then you can partner with that senior living community, so that way as the people are waiting on that list, you can provide that in-home care support, or even offer to give the senior living community caregivers, and then they're paying you, etc., etc. So there's many interesting and unique ways that you can build relationships with referral partners that can help you get those clients. So here's what you want to do specifically with that strategy. So you want to visit 2 to 3 referral sources per week. Don't really ask for the referral as soon as you get in. Have a conversation, offer value when you can first. So overall, introduce yourself and ask how you can help serve their clients better, and then offer specific solutions to their problems, whether you research the problems or they tell you the specific problems that they have. You want to follow up with them consistently, of course, share value and build a relationship with them. What that could mean, going out for them for a drink or going out to an event with them. Invite them to the events that you might be having, and also check in regularly with them. Show that you care about that source and you care about building a nice, fruitful relationship that works on both ends. After you provided value, they're going to either want to refer you someone, or then you can ask for, hey, I'm seeing that Sam over here is having a hard time. They're going to be discharged soon. I can definitely help him out. If you would pass my contact information to his family, it will go a long way. So this approach, yes, is going to take longer and it's more energy from you because you're out in the local market doing stuff. But this is going to build stronger and lasting relationships that can help you give you clients over and over again. So what you want to do is build a solid relationship with at least 5 referral sources who can maybe send you 1 to 2 clients per month when they get those clients. So pillar number 3, and this is such an overlooked pillar, is conversion optimization that maximizes every single lead. So a lot of people come in and they focus on, how do I get more leads? How do I get leads? How do I get leads? But they don't really focus on what to do once they do get the lead, once they do get the call for their home care agency. They handle it the wrong way, they miss calls, or they don't maximize getting every single lead. So overall, it doesn't matter how good your marketing is, how good your Google ads are, how strong your relationships with the referral sources are. If you're not turning those leads into clients, you're never going to get 20 clients by the end of the year. So let's start with the phone call. Again, you have to think that every inquiry could potentially be worth $15,000 to $20,000 plus when it comes to lifetime value of a client. Yet the most agencies, again, handle it poorly. They miss calls, they go to voicemail, they handle it the wrong way, they don't speak in a warm, friendly tone, etc. So what you need to do is all the opposite of those things. So speak in a warm, caring tone. Don't let the calls go to voicemail. If you can be open 24/7, get a call center, even better for the most part. And you want to focus on booking assessments, not just really talking with them or answering their questions. I have a video on how to do that, of how to book 20 plus assessments per month on my channel. It will be as an iCard right around now at the end of the video. And then once you do that, you also want to make sure you have a follow-up system as well, because you're not going to close everybody. You're not going to book the assessment on the initial call. So you want to have a follow-up sequence to ensure that you're staying in touch, you're staying top of mind. So that way, when they are ready for care, they immediately go for you and don't just restart their search. So if they go through their initial call and they're not able to book the assessment on the first go, I enter that customer into a 30-day follow-up sequence, which sends value, texts, and emails that gives the person value, and then ask for, hey, are you ready to book the assessment, and things like that. I lead with value first, then I ask for the close. And then once you do get the assessment, make sure you're prepared for the assessment. Of course, most agencies are really good at doing their due diligence, but come prepared with testimonials, care plans, and even references as well in case people need it. You want to focus on building that emotional connection before you really go into the financials. You want to make sure you really understand their situation and show genuine empathy when it comes to their situation, their family, because it's their mom, it's their grandmother, or it's their spouse. It's very emotional for them. So you want to make sure that you convey that, hey, I truly do care about your family. Make sure that your spouse, mom, grandmother gets the best care that they deserve. And then when you do discuss about price, you want to make sure you frame it in terms of value, peace of mind, and that they're going to live a longer, healthier, fruitful life because of your services, not just it costs $35 an hour. So if you do everything in those 3 pillars, you're going to be able to get 20 plus clients per month. So let's review. So in the first month, you want to launch your digital marketing strategy, establish your web presence. If you don't already have a website, because that's the first place people are going to look. Then you want to set up your Google Ads campaign, targeting keywords of what people are looking for private pay clients, and also your Facebook campaign as well if you are looking for private Medicare and Medicaid and you have real photos. Of course, you want to optimize your website, and of course, you want to make sure that you can track everything so you know that, hey, I did get this call, it's from the Google ads, it's from the Facebook ads. You want to make sure everything is tracked and handled and ready to go. And I have more on how to do that in a little bit. And then once you have your web presence established and your online marketing running, you want to go out into the boots and ground, go into the local market and build strong referral partnerships. Identify 10 to 15 referral sources you can possibly go to. Try to schedule at least 2 or 3 visits per week, and then offer value first. Create helpful material, offer to do educational seminars, etc. And of course, you want to begin following up with those referral sources as well. And then once you have all that setting up and you're starting to get leads to come in, you then want to make sure that you're optimizing every lead that you get by, of course, handling them the first time they contact you on the phone, and of course, developing follow-up systems, assessment material, all that, have that in place as you're making and you're doing it. So that way you're maximizing the chance of every lead that could be potentially worth $15K or more. You're maximizing that so that way you have the best chance of closing that client. So you want to focus on one of these aspects at a time as you're doing it. Whether you choose to focus on the digital marketing or you choose to focus on the referral partnership, choose one and focus on it, and don't focus on anything else until you have that one fairly established and things like that. However, you might be good at the referral source marketing, but you might be struggling with the digital marketing campaign because you're a home care agency, you're not a digital marketer. So if you need help with that, I have a done for you service where I can create the Google Ads campaign for you, and then I can show you how to manage it through video courses, video lessons, etc. if you have the time to do that. If you don't have the time to do that and you already have 2 or 3 or 4 clients already and you want help growing and you want me to personally make the landing pages, make the Google ad campaign, handle all the call tracking systems, and do all that stuff, then that's going to help you get private pay clients or Medicare and Medicaid clients. If you can accept that, you can book a call using the link in the description below. I'll be happy to take it. I'll ask a couple questions and then we can go forward with booking a call if you're qualified. Again, the key is consistency. Make sure you do these things day in and day out. Don't just do it for a couple days or a week or even a month. Make sure you're doing it for 2, 3, 4 months, because that's where you really shine in terms of getting those leads, and then you can hopefully get those 20 plus private pay clients per month for your agency. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Of course, you can click here if you want to learn how to book 20 plus assessments per month for your own care agency. Take it easy.